Graspop Metal Meeting 2023, day 4. And as we come close to the end of the festival, we got one of the headliners of the main stage with us, Phil Cullen of Def Leppard. Welcome.
Hey, thank you. Thank you. Good to be here.
Now, first of all, you're going to play in, I think, good 2 hours or maybe a little bit less for like 10,000 of people, but you look like really relaxed.
Oh, yeah.
Do you ever get nervous?
I don't personally, but it depends on who you ask. I mean, some of the guys get nervous. I never do, you know. So yeah.
Did you never had the kind of feeling that you said, no, this is too much, or?
I think I did when I first started playing. I was like, I remember the first gig I ever did. It was a nurses' event, you know, and I was like just scared. I was just like looking down. Wouldn't look up, but. Yeah, I got over that, and and I always say I have an avatar. So it's as long as my playing is okay and the singing's okay, then the avatar can take over. So that's usually what happens. Yeah.
Now you guys are on tour with Motley Crew. You first did the U.S., then South America, now Europe. How's it going?
Lovely. We love touring. We've known them since 1983. So and we get on great. We hang out even sometimes when we're not actually touring. So Nikki's got a 4-year-old daughter, Ruby, and I have a 5-year-old son. Well, I've got 5 kids, but my youngest, so they know each other. So that's kind of cool. But yeah, we get on great. It's like being at school with your best friends, really.
Now, Def Leppard is around. I guess you joined the band in 1982. Yeah. So it's for like more than 4 decades. Def Leppard is a band with a lot of real highs, also kind of some lows with even the death of a band member. But still, you managed to pull through. Is that the big secret of Def Leppard?
No, it's like any family. I mean, everyone in this room has people they've lost, they've accidents and all that stuff. And you just carry on. It's like life, really. It's just that thing. So we treat it like that. It's just, life is weird, and being in a band is no different. It's kind of these things happen. Yeah, you just do your thing.
You guys keep on going. You just released Drastic Symphonies, an album with a symphonic orchestra. How difficult was that?
For us, it was really easy. I mean, we actually, when the record company said, because we was just finishing Diamond Star Halos, doing the promo and all the videos and everything, they said, would you want to do this album with the Royal Philharmonic Orchestra? And we're like, only if we can control it. So that means getting our string arranger in, who works with us on a bunch of things, and then just making sure that the songs that work and the ones that didn't, we left off. Or re-recorded, like Pour Some Sugar on Me really didn't work. It sounded silly when we put strings on it. It was like, ugh. So we re-recorded that completely, so in a different way. So yeah, it was actually a fairly straightforward process because the stuff was already recorded, the classic stuff. And there's only a few little things that we changed. Like mainly Joe done a couple of vocals, and a lot of the stuff we'd pull all the guitars out or the drums out. But Ronan McHugh, who's doing our out front sound, he actually would change the sound, like the sound of the drums, so that they'd work with the orchestra. So it was context. I mean, we really didn't want to get to that stage where an orchestra just plays over our stuff. It was like every track was different. Like Animal, we got rid of all the drums. Too Late, instead of the guitar, we used a cello. And that really worked well. So each song was different, but just wonderful. Yeah, I loved it.
Do you think it's ever possible to go on tour with a production like that?
Yes, we'd use local orchestras. Like, say, if we was playing LA at Hollywood Bowl, you'd use the LA Philharmonic. Yeah. If you was in Sydney Opera House, you'd use the Sydney, whatever their orchestra is. And if you did that around the world, I think it'd be great. But we have to be invited. So we're just waiting. You're on out there. Want us to come? Let us know.
Now, we have to be bold. We have to be frank. You guys are getting older. But you still look like you're in decent shape. But do you ever think, well, maybe it's time to retire?
Not when I feel like this. Not, that's the thing. It's like, if it was a struggle, it's not for me. I work out every day. I'm a vegan. I haven't drunk for 36 years. So all of those things really help. And I think, and you look at like Mick Jagger, he has a physio, he has a treadmill in his room. And they have, so all of that thing, we have our trainer out with us, we have our chef out with us. So if you keep doing that and you're serious about it, like we'll do vocal warm-ups. We really sing. It's actually us really doing it, but we actually practice and we train and do this stuff all the time. So as long as we can do all of that and still get better, then yeah, great.
We're gonna let you go. We're gonna let you get prepared and do the warm-up. Thank you for making a little bit of time for us.
Pleasure.
And raise hell on stage, please do.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Cheers. Thanks.